Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. You guys know what time it is. Time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. And for those of you who like these type of videos, please remember to click a like down below. Help keep the likes higher than the dislikes. Be greatly appreciated. But quite a few of you have sent me links to this newest celebrity transformation, and we like to cover these. Because one, people like to hear about it. They like to view them. I myself am a comic book fan, so I kind of like discussing these. And historically, though, we've discussed certain sorts of transformations that guys have done, how they did it. This one was done quite a bit different. Now, with Kumail, I'm just going to be honest. I think he did a good job of the transformation for what he was trying to do. We'll discuss how he did it. These statistics are BS. Like, I'm reading the info and they're saying he went from 150 at 20% body fat. Now, he's 5'9", by the way. 5'9", average height. 150 at 20% body fat to 174 at 10% body fat. Okay, I have clients with DEXA scans. I look at DEXA scans. I see numbers. That is not even remotely within the realm of possibility. Okay? He is not 174 at 10% in the after. He might be 174, but I doubt it. And he's above 10% body fat. It's calling it like it is, guys. If I were to pin that down, if you were to ask me, well, what is he really? I don't know, maybe 165 at 12%, maybe at 5'9". And that's good lighting with the pictures and everything. That's best case. There's no way he was 150 at 20%. And the reason I say that is he's done a good job building show muscles. They don't weigh a lot. Okay, and we'll discuss what he did because it will work. There's actually some good advice in there. As far as for people who just want a certain look, what he did and what it's claimed he did will actually work. It's reasonable, totally reasonable. But when we're talking about just a quick physique change versus putting on serious muscle, in other words, the show muscles that just make you look a little better with the shirt off versus go muscles. Again, you guys see me from behind and stuff, my back traps, things like that. You guys see enough of that. We're talking go muscles, glutes, hamstrings, the stuff that makes you really brutally strong as an athlete or a power lifter. Okay, those muscles are a lot bigger and they weigh a lot more. Okay, guys who build their go muscles are going to weigh more. They're going to take up more weight. So to put on a significant amount of muscle, you can't do it in the chest and shoulders and arms. There's just not that much tissue there. So even if you double the size of your biceps and your delts and your pecs, that's not 20 pounds of muscle. Okay, that's like 3 pounds of muscle. Because a lot of you guys starting out only have maybe 3 pounds of muscle through that area, 4 pounds. You double it, I mean, you're talking about a 3 or 4 pound muscle gain. Okay, you guys see where I'm going with this? It's not a lot of tissue weight up there. Your back, your legs, that's where the weight, that's where real muscle weight is. And none of that was really discussed. And it doesn't look like he's built any of those. He doesn't really have a back from what I can see. And that's fine. But what I would say to a lot of you guys who are chasing kind of that Hollywood, like getting that upper back, especially the lats themselves, getting a wider back would actually behoove you to get that V-taper. But he hasn't done that yet. So what do I mean that's impossible? We'll do the math. The original stat listed there, it puts him at 120 pounds of lean mass. Okay, 150 to 20% body fat, right? Means 30 pounds of fat. Let's track that, 120. The other is something like 157 pounds of lean tissue. 37 pounds of muscle gain would make the average skinny guy look like a competitive bodybuilder. Okay? 37 pounds of muscle gain for a skinny guy. If you're 150 pounds right now, skinny fat, and you put on 37 pounds of muscle, particularly if you lose fat on top of it, it's not going to be the sort of transformation you see there. You're going to look like a guy stepping on a bodybuilding stage at that point. Okay? Like the top level natural bodybuilder level, the guys who are winning that stuff in that pro cards. A lot of muscle. And to put that in perspective, go to a grocery store and lay out some of the 5-pound packs of steaks, count out 7 of those, and lay that on the ground and tell me that he looks like he put on 37 pounds of meat. No, he didn't. He didn't do that. So what did he do? Put on about 5-6 pounds of muscle in the right spots. Did a good job with it. That's what he did. How did he do it? It says tons of overhead pressing, some arm work. Because where did he gain the most muscle? Upper chest, right? Delts. Got pretty good sized delts, side delts, everything. It says overhead pressing of every angle. That'll do it. That will do it. Throw in some arm work, tons of overhead pressing. He's talking about different angles. He probably did some high incline and stuff. Look at what my client Mikey did in a few months, right? We did a 10-pound muscle gain on Mikey. No real change in body fat. I took a 150-pound kid, took him up to 160. 10 pounds of muscle with a lot of focus on overhead pressing, right? Because he likes the overhead press. Do a ton of volume on jib, but we don't do different angles. He just done tons of barbell pressing standing. And everyone noticed how big his delts got, his shoulders, and people accused him of doing a cycle of gear, right? It's 10 pounds of muscle gain, guys. Heavy focus on the upper chest and mainly the delts and triceps because he likes to do a lot of overhead pressing. That's what we wanted. He wanted to look better real quick while getting stronger. That's what we did. 10 pounds, dramatic transformation in the right places, but he gained muscle all through his back. My guy Mike has a lot of back and everything. So he's still got a V-taper shape and all that kind of going at this point. So that's 10 pounds. But you guys have seen that before with one of my clients there, of the quick change of really putting a lot of focus on overhead pressing and upper back and things. It makes a quick change. It does. It does. And so here's what I would say. When you look at what he did, if a guy was looking for kind of just that quick Hollywood type transformation, because obviously I care about strength. I want you guys to get strong. I want you guys to focus on learn squats and deadlifts and bench presses and all that stuff. This is what I want you guys to do, obviously. Everyone. But a lot of guys do care about, can I make a quick physique transformation too? And that's fine if that's your goal. Look at what he did and what a lot of us have said. Me, Ken O'Body, all these other people. We say the same stuff. Put a heavy focus on the incline bench or the overhead press. Okay, do some extra arm work. Do some extra back work, right? You mean back work. Pull-ups, chin-ups, or rows, depending on what you're strong enough to do. A lot of upper and middle back work. Really hammer the whole shoulder girdle, upper chest. That's going to give you your quickest transformation. It really will. So if someone were to come to me and say, hey, how do I get a quicker transformation like that? It would be like a lot of overhead pressing or incline. A lot of rows, like strict rows, because that'll build the traps and rear delts and everything up, give you a little bit of V-taper, and some side laterals. That's where to put your focus. Extra tricep work. Why tricep? Because tricep's bigger of the two muscles in the arm. Not saying you can't do some bicep work, but what's going to make you bigger quicker? Tricep work. And the tricep work will carry over to all your pressing that's going to build all of this up. Because if your triceps get stronger quicker, pressing gets stronger quicker. You'll be able to do more workload. Okay? So either incline or overhead, depending upon how you're structurally built. Some guys are going to respond different to one type versus the other. A bunch of rows, some upper back work, a bunch of tricep work. Go heavy on all that stuff. Go hard. Throw a lot of volume at it. In addition to doing all your normal strength training. That'll give most of you guys out there the quickest physique change. Now, obviously, the other part of it, he obviously got leaner. Okay. Diet, high protein, conditioning work. Okay. That's what's going to get you there too. You got to do some conditioning work. Keep your protein really high so that you recomposition a little bit. And that's how people make a quick transformation. He didn't do like the sort of other transformation we're talking about. And I think people didn't realize that because they're just seeing those pictures and they don't realize he didn't really build the back and quads and any of the other stuff. He didn't build all the other stuff you see with it. He didn't get much thicker. All right, he's not looking like Chris Hemsworth. Okay, then that's a fair statement. He doesn't look like Thor. But he did add 4 or 5 pounds of muscle in just the right spots. And that spots are all of this. Whole shoulder girdle, delts, traps, upper chest. Okay? Extra arm work. Right? Particularly if you hit the triceps good. It'll thicken those arms up pretty quick. But that's what he did. And it works. And it works just fine for someone who wants a quick transformation. It's an easy, quick way to do it. Now, I hope he continues to follow through and build some actual size over time instead of just a couple of quick, flashy show muscles that look good in a tank top or with the shirt off with good lighting, because again, it works. And I hope he continues to follow a fitness and lifting lifestyle and be a good inspiration to other people. Because I do want to see these things. When we have any actors who spend some time getting in shape and it encourages other people to get in the gym and lift and have a fitness oriented lifestyle, that should be considered a positive thing. And we should always spin that as a positive thing. Right? We should. What I would say to all you young guys out there who watch this stuff, you comic book nerds, gaming nerds, and I'm in that category. I'm in my 40s and I'm a serious strength athlete. I'm in that category. Maybe use this stuff as motivation to get in the gym, right? Maybe you want to look like favorite comic book character. Not saying you have to get that extreme, but you can use it for motivation. Use it for inspiration, right? And you see some of these actors make these quick transformations. Keep in mind, they're not always as big as you think they are. Good lighting, putting muscle on in just the right places can make a pretty quick transformation, which is exactly what you saw with him. It's just a good trainer put it in the right spots. Put it in the right spots. He did a lot of overhead pressing and some arm work. That'll do it. That will do it. Put a heavy focus on it though. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.